A hurricane warning remains in effect.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is New News Now, channel 3.3, and I'm your host, the Revelator. Thanks for coming out and joining me. Tuning in is something a little different, a little bit more alternative. If you're new to this work, please like, follow, comment, subscribe, forward it to your friends, share with your friends and your family and your loved ones. This is an important broadcast, this episode. Okay, we're going to talk about the impending danger from the hurricanes that are on the horizon. And we're going to talk about evacuation orders. We're going to talk about your rights. We're going to talk about having a plan and being safe. We're going to talk about all those kind of stuff, but we're going to dissect and break down with radar maps, smoke maps, recordings of weather manipulation throughout this process. I have a few clips I'm going to show you. We're going to break this all down, guys, in a way that you've never had anybody break this down before. I consider myself a de-occultist and a voluntarist, which means that I don't do shit unless I want to do it, but I also don't do shit that hurts or harms other people. In addition to that,
Warning remains in effect.
As someone that's a de-occultist, what I mean is I take what's hidden and I bring it to light. Because they're coming after us, guys. They're bringing everything that they got, and guess what? They're going to destroy us if we allow them to. Our job is to report the information accurately and to the best of our ability. We want to expose the agenda, and we want to expose the narrative. And I'm the new 2023 weatherman. And I've got some things to tell you, man, and you're not going to like them. But I got news for you. Without this broadcast, without people like you sharing this broadcast and getting involved with researching this information and sharing it with your friends and family, without that, we don't stand a chance. So I need your help today. I need you to reach deep within yourself and pull out everything you got and take everything you thought you knew and put it on a shelf somewhere and open your mind and listen to what I'm about to tell you. I don't know if anyone else is even doing what I'm doing right now. But the other thing is not only are they not doing what I'm doing right now, but they're also not sharing this information with others. So I highly encourage you to share this information with as many people as you possibly can. I look forward to hearing you guys in the comments. I'm in the comments below. So if you got something you want to say or if you got a question, go ahead and hit that comment in there and let me get around to answering it for you, okay? Because it's important. I don't want anybody to walk away from this broadcast uninformed. And if they have questions and I'm available, I want to be able to answer those questions. Our fellow citizens of humanity are at risk. And I want to thank you for tuning in to something a little different. All right, so I'm going to start this off with this because I think the weather maps are coming. You know, the longer I wait for that, the better off we all are with an accurate forecast. So I don't want you to take this information as something to go out and commit any acts of violence as a result of, because this is how we get to the bottom of what's really going on, guys. And I want you guys to really be able to see headlines and see reports and understand that there's a higher level of communication that's going on behind the scenes that most people aren't even aware of. So let's just get right into this right here. All right.
Johnny, banana, funny, Johnny.
Come on, everybody. I say now let's play a game. I bet you I could make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. But a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say, boom.
So when they first discovered this storm and it was becoming an area of interest in the Caribbean, they gave it the designation of -10, right? You know, whatever abbreviation, -10. And 10 is perfection. It's complete. It's completion. It's like you've got your shit together now, right? And it's a high, powerful number. Now, given to that storm then just became Tropical Storm TS Idalia -23. Now, remember, this is the year 23, and September's on the horizon, and we're going into September with this powerful environmental catastrophe that's about to happen, right? Okay, so this thing's going to make landfall. It's probably going to be a 4 or 5, maybe even worse. It's stalling out in the Gulf right now. It's churning and churning, and they fed it with all kinds of chemicals, and it's got the smoke ash that today, all of a sudden, has come all the way down to, let me pull that up. Hold on. The fire and smoke. Oh, my God. All right. Let me see. Fire and smoke map. Here we go. All right. So, if you've noticed, in this particular map, the smoke, remember we've been watching it for the past couple weeks. The smoke line's always been right up and around this area here, right? But for some reason, now that the storm's on the horizon, even though, right, amazingly, you've got all this stuff pushing this way, right? You would think that would push the smoke that way. But no, the smoke's coming down, and the storm's going right into it, and all the chemical and seeding operations that we documented, okay, are now affecting this line. This line right here is what we need to worry about. So we're talking about from this region here, right, which Sarasota, right? You've got the entire St. Petersburg, right? You've got down here, this is Port Charlotte. Remember Hurricane Charlie hit that back in 2000 something or other, right? That was just a little bit before the Katrina storm, right? So you had Charlie come right up in here, right? Now you're going to have Idalia come right up in here, right? But it's going to hit here, and it's going to scrape along the entire coastline until it gets to right around here, like near Citrus County and Spring Hill, right? And it's going to make landfall. It'll strike Gainesville. It'll strike Ocala, okay? It's going to strike, let's see, Tallahassee, okay? That's why I'm saying it's going to be a 4 or 5. This entire area is going to be under flood watch, evacuation warnings, okay? All that good stuff. This entire area here, right? I'm a little deeper over this way, so, but it does look like it's coming right at me. Like, if I had to make a joke about it, it'd be like the South Park episode. It's coming right at us, you know, like, and that's the reality of what's really going on. Look at Rock Pond. It's up to 2,000 acres right now, right? Huge fire. Let's see this one. What is this? This is the 112 fire. 3,000 acres. Come on, guys. This is fueling these weather programs, okay? It's fueling them. Fueling them. There's a fire reported here. We don't have anything going on with it yet, okay? So there's all kinds of fires going on. Over here is where we got evacuation orders and everything else going down along the Texas and Oklahoma, I'm sorry, Texas-Louisiana border here, right? These fires right here are vicious. 700 acres, Highway 113. There's lots of videos out there about them guys. Here's the Ida fire, right? Now remember the name Idalia, right? This is the Ida fire, right? There's no connection there though, right? If you look up Ida, right? But wait, we don't have to look up Ida because Ida, no, Idalia, name meaning. What does it mean, guys? Idalia. What does it mean? What's it say? It says girl's name, right? Idalia, ya, right? Idalia. Greek origin, right? Behold the sun. Now remember I told you there were some numbers involved, right? It said 23. There's a lot of people looking at the September 23rd date, right? But I want you to remember that it says behold the sun, right? Okay, so let's go back. Where we at, right? Aphrodite, right? It says Idalia, right? Also possible meaning work, labor, right? Behold the sun, you will work and labor. Labor Day weekend, right? It's going to be lots of work after this storm. Lots and lots of work, okay? Think about what I'm saying to you. Work and labor, the center of a cold Cyprus. Like Florida's the new Cyprus. Idalion, right? Idalion, Aphrodite, right? Are you guys following me here? You with me? Who's with me? Are you with me? Are you getting it? Behold the sun. Work and labor. Okay? But this isn't our work. This isn't our work. This isn't our labor. But our taxes and our money and our resources and energy has gone into this. Behold the sun, guys, okay? I'm going to show you another one. You ready? You're going to really like this one. Let's pull this one up. Out in the middle of the Atlantic. That's going to hit the Northeast Corridor. We're going to get into that. Right? What's it say? All these famous people, right? Free landholder. Right? Is that what it says? Free landholder? Right? Let's see. It also means free man. Right? Free man and free landholder. Now we're going to go to the map. We're going to go to the continental. You're going to see the whole thing. You ready? You got the free man over here, right? And it's coming right forward from Mid-Atlantic up through New York, out through Maine, Rhode Island, okay? It's going to take out so much, right? This one here is fully developing now. You see the eye in the center, okay? We showed you the smoke map, how it all works, right? But when this makes landfall over here, it's going to take out all kinds of stuff, right? But what I want to watch out for is, let's say, I want to watch out for the manipulation. It just looks like it's being manipulated. See how this whole area is being like, let me go ahead and try this. Okay. You remember them Ford? Remember we talked about it? Remember? With the, I mean, these look like spray operations. Okay, but remember in here, look at all this. What is going on here? More spray operations. From these boats that are out in the water, same exact locations as what we showed the other day on the map. And then a few out in the ocean here, right? I don't know. Let's see it again. See chemtrails. I see chemtrails. Right. Did you see it? We'll wait till it goes back around. And I'm going to show you again. Look, did you see them? There was 4 of them. It's always right before. Look. Exactly in the same exact locations as the other day. Come on, guys. Something is creating this in the environment here. Something is doing it. Okay? These are chemtrails, by the way. These straight lines that you see all over. They're chemtrails. Okay? This looks like boats are out in the ocean creating smoke, as well as all the other smoke and particles that are going on. It's just insanity. These straight lines, these look like bunker fuel operations. Mike Morales used to talk about that a lot. Straight lines, see them? They might be boats. They could be planes as well, though. Look, straight lines, planes. Just watch. Now, remember that right here is where the where this is, right? Let's go ahead and make this bigger, right? So we got right here, right there. Let's do it again. Okay. All right. You see where the manipulation can occur, right? You got one out here in the ocean, right? That looks exactly where all that activity is getting fired up from. So let's go back over, right? Let's go back over. Where were we? Somewhere in here. Oh my goodness. Too many tabs open. All right, here we are. All right. But look at Franklin out there. What a perfect storm they've created. That's crazy. Yeah, so this is coming, guys. It's almost here. All right. I think that's going to be it. We did the Idalia. We did the Idalia. Yeah, FREEMAN, we did that one. All right, so when we get around to talking about like what could occur, okay, this is a good map to figure out what's going on, right? So you got this one here could get affected, the Tampa one. Seminole could get affected, right? You got FLA, then you got Duke, okay? So all these can be affected by this storm, okay? You see how this is just a big grid here. It's just a big grid. Now this and this could survive, and that means everybody that's up here gets pushed to the south. You know what I'm saying? So we got to watch out for this kind of stuff. Let's see. Let's get out of here. All right, so we did the fire and smoke. You guys see what's going on here with the fire and smoke, though? Like, look, 3,800. It's all down here in this area creating this smoke, which is also feeding this fire. I mean, this storm. This smoke from this fire is feeding that storm. All right? I can't, guys. There's fires everywhere. I can't. There's no way I could get everything in the way I need to. And this is what they suggest to do right here, right? They've got directives from the president, blah, 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 whole community. But here's the thing, right? So all this stuff that they have going on, if you guys are hit with this, the only people that can, oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Tropical Storm Idalia-23. See the 23? Okay. I know I wasn't crazy. I knew it was there. All right. Let's get rid of it now. All right, so here we are with this one. Let's go into this one. This one's pretty good. All right. We'll refresh it. So, again, this storm is going to go up into the northern side of the Mid-Atlantic region and through New York, okay, and Rhode Island and all the way up to Maine, okay, and it's going to take its toll along the coastline all through those areas, right? All right, heavy flooding, heavy flooding. That's what's going to happen, okay. And then this storm is coming in here, and it's going to do the same. It's going to be lots and lots and lots of rain. All that heat and stuff that we had going on with the heat conditions and all that great stuff. But notice in the FEMA map here, they have the social incident that occurred, okay? Because they're actually hoping that there is catastrophe and that they could pit us against each other, like white versus black, that kind of thing. And there's been a lot of shootings with police officers the past couple days. There was a kid shot in Philadelphia. There was another one shot right here in Florida. And that kind of thing just goes on all the time. Like people are dying for zero reasons, right? So we got all this stuff going on. The other thing is there was an airplane accident. Fire rescue helicopter crashes in Florida. 2 hospitalized. Wow. Okay. So that was the helicopter that went down. Okay. There's lots of training exercises going on right now. If you watch Monkey Works Situation Rep in today's episode, he talked heavily about the fact that there was 4 fighter planes that went down during training and drills. We just went and we occupied an island in China. Real quick, China island occupation. I don't remember the exact name of the headline, but I'll pull it up that way. I know it'll show up here. Let's see. So, China's 3 militarized zones. Like that was before. Hold on, we'll go more recent here. This is 21 hours ago. Okay, so the 7th fleet of the U.S. Navy's largest forward deployed fleet consists of 70 ships, more than 150 aircraft, and as many as 27,000 sailors. Okay, think about that, guys. This is where we're at. This is what's going on. There's a lot going on that they're not talking about. Okay, aggressive behavior. Okay, that's what they're saying. They're using water cannons on them, right? But the islands is what is being fought over. Okay, and you notice a lot of the activity that's going on right now. A lot of the activity that's going on right now on the world level has to do with islands. They did Puerto Rico over the past couple years, Cuba. They have this thing where they want to control the islands. Now all of a sudden we've got NATO and possibly UN support coming to Maui, right? So they're going to occupy land and space there, okay, like a militarized zone. Okay, this is what's coming, and they're going to fortify. They're going to turn these islands into clandestine locations of operations on all fronts, including the front against the citizens of this country. Okay, because when the stuff starts going down and everybody's jammed up, it may get bad. It may get bad. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I hope you have a plan. Okay, if you're under order to evacuate. Okay, so this is utilized off of a storm from a couple years ago. But I'm going to get into detail a little bit about some of the other stuff. But if the governor has declared a state of emergency, right, your lives and those of the rescuers are placed in harm's way if you choose to stay. They want you out of the house. They want you off the property. Okay. It's not because they care about you. If you're not there, you cannot stop what's happening. You cannot take an active role in documenting it, or, you know. But with that being said, if you're like sick, if you're sick or infirmly, or you require life-sustaining level of assistance, you know, electricity, oxygen, those kind of things, and you're under order to evacuate, my suggestion is that you find friends or family nearby and have them come get you while it's not bad. Okay. If you're able-bodied and you're interested in trying to hunker down, okay, there's lots of information out there on how to protect yourself and your family. Okay, storm windows, boarding if necessary. Okay, taking in all your lawn furniture and equipment, storing things away so that they don't blow off and cause damage to other people's property or your own property or vehicles, or cause road hazards. Okay, things like that. Make sure you have a bug-out bag with a first aid kit, paper mat, flashlight, fire starter of some sort, maybe 3 days worth of rations or food, 3 days worth of water. Okay, that's at least 1 gallon per person per day. Okay, extra radios, extra batteries, medications, pet medications, all these things. Right, think about what you need if you were walking out the door and you were never able to come back. Okay, now I don't want to scare you guys, but with this particular fire, the reason why I look at the electricity maps and the various things like that in the fire maps is because my major concern is that with the dry season that we've had here in the central region of Florida, okay, it's been very hot here, is that it's going to knock down trees and limbs, and there could be electrical fires. Okay, there also could be directed energy weapons utilized. Who knows, right? So tarp things blue if you can, and wrap tinfoil around your smart meter at the height of the storms, and crinkle it. And you guys are in my prayers. I hope you are safe. I hope you stay safe. Make sure you have somebody that you reach out to and let them know that you're okay, and that you're going to be calling to let them know that you're okay. And that's important as well. Okay. Check on your elderly neighbors. Check on people that live in your neighborhood that stayed behind. Okay. Gasoline throughout the region is not available in some areas right now. They're blaming different reasons. Okay. The next thing we might see is some type of cyber attack. Okay. Be aware, be vigilant. Okay. But the storm is coming, and force regulations that promote behold the sun. Okay. Okay. Pending disasters, Florida, Section 252, North Carolina, evacuation statute, making a violation of an evacuation order is a crime. Okay. So we're gonna get into that a little bit here. Can you be arrested? Right. What happens if you ignore the evacuation? Okay. So besides the obvious, hold on. Besides the obvious that, you know, you're in danger from the actual storm itself, besides the obvious, okay? Let's see. Analyze the issue state by state, okay? Florida statutes, 0 results, right? Okay, nothing in the law says it, right? So, however, emergency managers are finding the distinction between voluntary and mandatory evacuation orders to be confusing to the public, okay? Everything you do is voluntary. Everything. Okay, so the penalty in Florida is you can be arrested and convicted of a second-degree misdemeanor, okay? And, you know, like they've got like this little breakdown of how that works, okay? So basically it comes down to you not listening to some type of authority. This here's a FEMA form, okay? They've got some crazy stuff going on with their forms, too. They want you to sign away your rights to being safe if you stick around. Which kind of makes sense in a lot of ways. All right. But here's the thing, right? So you got to make a decision based on what your current status is as far as like experience, knowledge. Okay. But it's not just Florida, guys. We've got these fires going on and evacuating people in Louisiana, all over the place, right? All right. So is it a citable offense? Yeah, it can be. Holding your ground. Okay. After a few more attempts to urge your family, they give you one last word, glance, and disappear into the darkness, right? Your power goes out. Oh, you got a generator, so things are good, right? You may not choose to stop or red light. You may not choose to exceed posted speed limits, okay? Like, here's the thing, right? With this particular situation concerning the law, with this particular situation, they'll urge you to evacuate. If you refuse, they could cite you. the likeliness of them arresting you and carting you off somewhere is very, very unlikely. I would get highly suspicious if they wanted to evacuate children, but not adults. I would be highly suspicious of that. Okay, there's a whole dance of missing bus routine going on down in Maui. Where's the buses? Is where people, it's the question people want to know. The exact amount of buses that are missing, or exactly the amount of kids that are missing. So that's something that has to be investigated. And I don't know, guys. Okay, so this is what they rely on. They rely on this information here. Okay, the right of entry. Okay, they believe that they have a right to enter your property. Okay, and this disaster gives them that ability and right. Okay. There's a specialized site on their FEMA.gov or whatever where it tells you how to mark the front of your home as far as whether it has electric or water or gas, and if there's a body count. Okay, there's a structure to, I think it's like an X pattern. Okay, and when FEMA, National Guard and FEMA come around, they all look at the same thing and they see it and they know what it is. Okay, the other thing is in the state of Florida, like we want to talk about these rights. Okay, we want to talk about like all this good stuff, but in the state of Florida, guys, we have this right. You ready? Right. Okay. We have that in this. We have this. Okay. And don't ever forget that. And whoever comes banging on the door, don't you forget it. Don't you forget it. Because this is a tragedy. And I know that the ground players, the people on the ground, are not responsible. Okay. This is much, much higher up the food chain than your local sheriff or your local police officer. Okay, let's not hold them responsible. They have families. Okay, I don't like the fact that they are in defense of a system that's garbage and needs to be totally revamped, but I do not wish harm on anyone. And I believe that if people really saw the truth for what it is, that a lot more people will stop participating. A lot more. So let's work on that, guys.